Okay, when it says so. Okay, and it's flash and record. I stopped it when I tried to zoom in.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and sing with us our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the head of this historic family and your hostess for today's exhibition, Gabriella Herman.
Thank you. Good morning. We are delighted that you've come to watch this morning's training session of the Hermans of Royal Lipizzan Stallions. As we gather for this occasion, we're also here to remember a great horseman and a man of history, our family patriarch, Colonel Ottomar Herman. Honoring his wishes, the family continues with the legacy of showing these beautiful white stallions. But before we begin, I would like to answer a question that most of you will ask at the end. The crows want their popcorn. You're going to notice that this is an all-women's team. And the reason is genetics. The Herman family had mostly girls. There were 2 boys, but they didn't have the calling. But when our apprentices come in, 90% of them are girls. We do have our spouses that help us set up and move, but prefer not to be in the arena. What you're about to witness is history, living art, and poetry in motion. The Herman family takes great pride in preserving these arts and traditions that have been handed down to my family for generations. 300 years ago, one of my ancestors, Knight Ritter von Schowel, was gifted a Lipizzaner by the Habsburg Emperor Ferdinand II to lead his armies into battle. In 1962, the Herman family brought their Lipizzaners to the United States. The reception from the American people was overwhelming on our tours across the country, but the family wasn't happy with the touring conditions. The promoters pushed the horses too hard and made them work on concrete floors. This is not what the family had in mind. So when the contracts were up and the obligations were fulfilled, the family decided to try it on their own. They brought the horses to smaller venues so that you, the audience, could see them up close. For the past 40 years, the Herman family has upheld the European standards of training in this country. We've performed at the Madison Square Garden in New York, to Boston, Philadelphia, all the way to the Cow Palace in San Francisco. And this morning, ladies and gentlemen, our stallions perform for you. But before we begin, we always open with an invocation. Our Father, as we are gathered here, may we all be conscious of the freedoms that have been endowed upon us. How wonderful to come together without being guarded or confined in our activities. We, as citizens of a free nation, have freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of the press, and freedom of our religious belief. May we be humble in the privileges that are ours. May we guide our youth in the steps that will make us a proud nation. We ask your blessings upon these fine animals and riders that are here to give us happiness this day. We ask that all who are here with us will return their homes safely and will join with us in thanking our Supreme Maker for the blessings he has bestowed upon us. Guide us all in the path of righteousness. Amen. And now a few words from the late Colonel Herman.
Young Stallion Pasha Papaluna from Napoleon Bonaparte. Give him a nice hand. Very well, one. Down you go.
Our front stallion is Mayaka. This is his first year being introduced out here with another stallion in the arena. He is one of our younger stallions, and he has to get used now to work with another stallion in the arena.
Coming out here with Haley with Zach and Rebecca with Mayaka. The training of these next two stallions using patience and kindness allows them to work so closely together. Please welcome
Yeah, I will say that.
All the way, bud.
Amy is mounted on Antares, another young stallion with the dark mane and tail. Haley is mounted on Maximus. Now you'll notice that Antares has that dark mane and tail, but he will lose all that color. Lipizzans are born black or dark brown. It takes 7 to 10 years for them to go through a color change. They don't mature out till they're 7 years old, but have a longer lifespan than most horses. They can live to be 38 to 40 years of age. We lost our oldest stallion at 45. We raise our horses, we train them, we tour them. And when it's time for them to retire, they let us know, And they come back here to the farm and stay here till the end of their days. They give us their youth, so then it's our responsibility to take care of them in their golden. Now Aragorn is mounted by Rebecca. He's coming out of the... So